Dear Journal, it happened again. It was a normal day, like any other. Quite boring actually. I went home from work, ate a dinner with my girlfriend, and after few episodes of our favorite TV show we went to sleep. There it was, in a dream yet clear as if it was right there in front of me. The abandoned observatory, at least that's what I call it. It was a 2-story cylindrical building with a dome on top. Covered in graffiti. As always I was there with a group of 2 friends, a boy named Matthew, he had short dark hair and blue eyes, he was very energetic and needed to be the best at everything he did. And a girl called Isabella, she had very blonde almost white hair tied in a ponytail and hazelnut eyes, she was calmer than Matthew, but both were equally energetic and adventurous. They were a rowdy couple always trying to outdo each other. I was just happy to be along for the ride. We entered the building by a staircase creeping alongside the wall, there a metal door, rusted but unlocked was waiting for us. We entered and started exploring. Inside was dark, but somehow the light turned on. Maybe Matthew found a light switch I told myself as I continued exploring the room. It was a large room, around 10 meters across, rounded and almost empty, apart from the large computer console in the middle of the room, a strange ceiling-mounted monitor array above it, and a staircase on the opposite side from the main door. It all looked like it was from the Cold War era. There were no windows and no color or markings on the wall, just mossy concrete everywhere. I noticed Isabella and Matthew were arguing about who should continue up the stairs leading to the second floor.
You go, Matt, you're a man after all, aren't you?
Said Isabella in a snarky tone of voice.
Oh, are you perhaps scared, Bella? Maybe you should go play with other girls with dolls and let us real adventurers do our thing.
Answer Matthew. He knew Isabella hated playing with other girls and much rather went with us on our adventures. I will go, you guys cover my back, I said as I started walking towards the stairs. It was very rusted and creaked with my every step. I looked back to see my fellows following me with terrified expressions in their faces. It was unusual, but it didn't do much to me. I wasn't scared or anything, I just continued on as if it was nothing, I felt no emotions. When I reached the top of the stairs I heard from behind me.
Turn on the lights like you did downstairs.
Said Matthew. That's weird. I thought you did it. I answered as I saw it again, sitting there with crossed legs, head turned to the left like a curious dog looking at me with dark featureless face. You see, my dear journal, this is where I would normally wake up all sweating and terrified. But not this time, waking up was not an option. It stood up slowly and started approaching me. It was wearing a gray suit with impossibly dark tie with white dots resembling stars.
Hello again, my dead friend.
It said in a deep growling voice that boomed in my head.
Today is the day you will let me in, my friend. Today is the day you free me from this hell.
It looked over me, it had to bend so its head would not hit the ceiling. And it was coming towards me, but I couldn't move. My legs became impossibly heavy, and when I turned my head to my friends, they were the same creatures like the one in front of me. My heart stopped, terrified to beat another moment of life into my body. It reached for me and touched my shoulder. Thank you, I said as my perspective shifted, my consciousness swapping places with the entity. Then as if I was pulled back at incredible speed, the world around me collapsing, and I woke up. Terrified to make a move. And then I saw it. In the corner of my room, the entity was there. Fragile and weak. Then a rushing wave of pressure slammed into the inside of my head. The pain was immeasurable as I thought my head was going to explode. When I was able to open my eyes, the entity was gone. I couldn't sleep anymore tonight. I am terrified of going back to bed. What if I am not so lucky again?